Hey, this is Strike from the First Rangers. In this tutorial I will be showing you how to edit your missions, make your own. We're going to start off by putting down a unit and explaining how to change all that stuff. Alright, just loading up Altus, basic map. Alright, almost done loading. There, come on. Alright, there we go. First, I'm going to show you the preferences. At the top, you should see this little toolbar. Should have clear, load, save, save as, merge, textures, IDs, debug console, functions, viewer, config viewer, choose editors, loadout, and Steam Workshop. I'm gonna go to the choose editor layout, whichever one you like best. The Arma 3 one. This is Arma 3. Looks like that. Traditional is the one from Arma 2. I use that because I used to play Arma 2, but if you want, you could copy me. The first thing on the right side, you're gonna have mission, time, weather, and the advanced intel, and all these other tabs that are important. First thing that we're gonna do is put down a unit. If you click F1 or click on units and double click on the map, you should be able to see this menu. It should say side, class, faction, etc. Side is it's either going to be Op 4, Blue 4, Independent, Civilian, Ambient Life. Blue 4 is pretty much NATO, the good guys, you could say. Op 4 is CSAT, and you know, any enemies, Taliban, shit like that. Blue 4 and Op 4 are always on opposite sides. Independent is pretty much like civilians that are armed, but they're either on Blue 4 or Op 4. You could change that in advanced intel. Civilian is pretty much unarmed people. You can put them down so you don't like bomb everywhere. And Ambient Life is animals. Next is the faction. As you see here, I have my Ranger mods on, so usually there'll only be FIA and NATO. I'm gonna just stick with the default stuff. And in the class, it's pretty much sorting out air, armored, autonomous vehicles, cars, DLC cars, vehicles, men, what type, ships, static weapons, submarines, supports, and yep. And if you click on men, in that one, in the unit, if you click on unit, you should see even more of a selection. What type of unit it is, what type of vehicle, helicopter, anything. I'm just gonna put down a simple rifleman. After that, you could see special. This is what you want it to do. When you spawn in units, they will be in a wedge formation. Yep. And if you put none, they're just gonna be where you place them. I'll show you in a second. I'm gonna put down a few units. In cargo is if you want them linked up with a, you know, air vehicle. You put them in the group, put them in cargo, and they should automatically be in there. And flying is obviously if you want to spawn in a jet, you can make them flying so you don't have to take off. Another one is control. Control is very important. This pretty much makes it so you can switch with the units, or if you're in multiplayer, have multiple units. So if you want like a whole squad to be playable, you can put, you know, whole squad down, make them all playable. There's no way that you can make every unit playable in the game. You have to do it manually. Just click playable. You always have to have a player down. Another one is vehicle lock. Vehicle lock. You can make it lock only to players, so only players can get into it, or lock it in general, so no one can get in it. And default is pretty much unlocked. I would keep that on default at all times. Rank is pretty much if you group amount of units and you just switch one rank to all the way higher than others, and it should group them all to that one guy. I'll show you an example after this. Age, I don't know what that is for, but alright, now we got, I forgot how to pronounce this, but this is pretty much how you turn your thing. You could either type in a value like 270, 90, shit, sorry. But there is no 360 is pretty much 0. So I would just use 0 to make them go straight forward. Another one is elevation. This pretty much is this. You just put it in. It's pretty much flying, and you could set them to a certain height. Another one, I'm not going to get into the names initialization. I'm going to go that in an advanced tutorial. And here we go. We got skill. If you're making enemies, I would put them all the way up in skill, obviously to make it harder. You could change it to however you want. It, makes their aim bad, that kind of stuff. Health and armor, pretty much explanatory. Tells you what probability of presence is. Obviously, probability of them actually spawning in. I would keep that all the way up if you're gonna make them players. You could take groups and make them probability of presence like 50%, so you don't know which one's gonna be there. And next one is conditions of presence. I would just keep that true. I wouldn't mess with that. And placement radius is how far you want it to be from where you place it actually on the map. I would keep that on 0. We're just gonna put a unit down, and I'm gonna show you. Put a unit down. Sorry. Once you put a unit down, you can click preview, start the mission. Pretty much a basic thing. I'm going to show you the fly and height and cargo stuff. So, like I said, you go double click. I would make a air unit. Go to air. I'll go with a probably C-130. Go transport. And I would put him on none, facing like that. Should be good. Also, if you want to change how it turns in the editor, you don't have to click in. You could just hold shift, drag, turn it like that. Now, to use the in cargo thing to make them already in the C-130, if you want to do like a mission where it's already flying, do that. Put down the C-130, put on none so it's not in formation flying anything. And then you take units, double click again, spawn in probably I'll go range master. Then you'd go special in cargo. In cargo only works if they're grouped to them. To group units, you just click on group, drag this little thing onto a person. Done. Go like this. Group to them. Like I said, it only works with in cargo. I'll show you another way how to put them in where it doesn't have to be in that group. So if I go into the game right now, I'll show you right now. He should be inside the C-130. This is a little bit advanced, but yeah. I'm also going to show you one more thing I forgot to. It's the empty tab. It's where you spawn in ammo boxes, empty vehicles, that stuff you would probably use for multiplayer, that kind of stuff. Also, you cannot place any empty objects if you don't have a player unit down, so you're always going to want to put down a player unit first. Let's see. Takes me time to load my game. A lot of them all done. If you have any questions, any specific tutorials you want me to do on, just leave a comment in the description. Yeah, give me a second again. If you wanted to put like respawn scripts, I'm gonna try to do that. So if you see my unit playable, I'm playing as him, and you see the C-130 that I put down. As you see, it's not flying because I put it in none, and if you see, it's not in like a wedge. Shit, alright, let me see if I could get the guy in the back. You should see a pilot and a range master. He's probably in the back, let me check it out. He's not in the front, so let me just get in the back so I can show you guys. Wait, was that him? No, that's the pilot. as you can see, there's the range master. He's already in, and I need to get out, and it won't let me. Okay, let me just end X. If you click abort, it just reverts to what you had at the start of the mission. Next, now I'm going to show you how to save your mission. This is very important because you don't want to just exit out and lose everything. If you're using my traditional thing, if you go to the top left, you should see this folder icon. You should see load, not load, see the save disk, this thing. Click save, type in anything. I'm just going to type YouTube test. Make sure you don't put spaces, put like underscores, because then there'll be percent signs. I'll show you that in a second. And you could either make this into a PBO file by exporting it to multiplayer, or just user mission. I usually do user mission first. That's all I got you for part 1 of my series of tutorials. Next, after this, I'm going to show you groups and waypoints, and then I'm going to show you triggers and synchronizing and that stuff.